to the south, and this older woman will stay with us. But my aunt said to them, I want to take this older
Look at
woman
this
because
shit.
she's need a
How
care and she's
disgusting
have a
is this?
medicine.
Look at this. This tells you everything you need to know about the state of Israel. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. No way this is real. You think that looks Photoshop? Bro, this is the least of it. This is the least insane genocidal Israeli, okay? This is tame by Israel standards. She's actually sitting in a chair. Sitting in a nice cushioned chair. It gets far worse than this. But this is just unbelievable.
But my aunt said to them, I want to take this older woman because she's need a care and she's have a medicine. Israel said to us, go to south because it's safe. They bombed us at south. Israel go to Rafah because it's safe. Israel bombed Rafah. They told us go to tents, and we went to tents, and we live in the sands, and we live with the tents and with no water, and like in a miserable, disgusting life. Also, there is no safe area. They target tents too. When you see the soldier, you see the history of your life. That's the point before you are dead. We saw the soldiers in our toys when we are small. But when I see them, I thought, no, my dad, it's not like the toys. They are so big. They are really awful. They have guns in their hand. Their faces is like complicated faces. Their tongue is really heavy, and their head is like big heads, and they have tanks in their heads, and they have a gun. Oh, I see them. They are disgusting. They are disgusting people. As they say, at the safe streets, in this safe area, you can see soldiers, you can see tanks, you can see rockets, you can see soldiers just to stand you, and you give his an identity that you are Mariam and your age, and he's looking to you and said for you, go or leave. My life, it's between the hands of soldiers.
Well, Ebro, man, I just read your comment. You're saying, let's pick this apart here. You say, in your estimation, you believe terrorists attacked Israel and killed innocent civilians. In response, you think that Israel had full legitimacy to launch special operations in Gaza to target those responsible. Well, you are in the minority because under international law, entire world consensus is that the fault lies with the occupying force. What does that mean? That means that Israel is already committing an act of aggression, ever formally since 1967. So if you read international humanitarian law, if you read the Geneva Conventions of 1949, resistance to occupation is a protected human right. Reprisals, like we say, it's like everyone that wants to come in here saying that Israel has a right to defend itself, no, they don't. It's literally not true according to international law. There's all these standards and principles that have been articulated, expressed, adopted, signed for by the international community. And as we say, reprisals against an occupying force are the fault of the occupier. The people that are like, well, the Palestinians what does this guy say? The Palestinians asked for this, and what did he say? Let me see. Crazy Manual says, what did the Palestinians expect would result in their attack on Israel? Crazy Manuel, Crazy Manuel, what did Israel expect in its illegal occupation of the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem for longer than you've been alive, okay? So what did Israel expect? Israel expected reprisals against its occupation. So this is actually articulated and expressed in virtually every human rights organization that you can think of, every international governmental body that you can think of, any organization, independent, political, governmental, that has studied this matter concludes that Israel's occupation of the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, and the Golan Heights and East Jerusalem are all violations of international law, and being as they are occupiers, illegal occupiers, okay, they are at fault for any reprisals. And moreover, they do not retain the right to self-defense in occupied territory. So it's more, I think you need to flip your thinking here, because you've got colonial brain logic, okay? You've got colonial brain rot. Colonizers don't retain any rights, okay? So what did Israel expect colonizing the land of Palestine? Here's even furthermore, they knew full well what to expect, okay? The founder of Israel himself knew full well what to expect, okay? So we can pull up quotes from literally the founder of Israel who articulated. We can actually ask him, what did they expect occupying land that they were stealing from the Palestinians, okay? Let's see, what did David Ben-Gurion say? Okay, I really hope Crazy Manuel is still here. If I were an Arab leader, I would never sign an agreement with Israel. Are you reading this? This is David Ben-Gurion, the founder of Israel. Okay, if I were an Arab leader, I would never sign an agreement with Israel. It is normal. We have taken their country. It is true, God promised it to us, but how could that interest them? Yeah, God, of course, God promised it to them, right? He says there has been anti-Semitism, the Nazis, Hitler, Auschwitz, but was that their fault? They see but one thing. We have come and we have stolen their country. Why would they accept that? So David Ben-Gurion understood perfectly well, okay, what you fail to recognize. This is the leader of Israel, okay? The guy who founded the country, all right? So I don't know what the you're talking about. And here, we got more. Let us not ignore the truth among ourselves, David Ben-Gurion continues. Politically, we are the aggressors, and they defend themselves. Again, the language of colonization and the actions and policies of ethnic cleansing and colonization were all perfectly understood by all of the Zionist leaders and the founder, literally the founder of Israel. The country is theirs, meaning the Palestinians, because they inhabit it, whereas we want to come here and settle down, and in their view, we want to take away from them their country. We must do everything to ensure they, the Palestinians, never do return. Okay, so this is the founder of your sick country. It's not a matter of maintaining the status quo. We have to create a dynamic state oriented towards expansionism, or expansion. Yeah, it sounds a lot like some other leader of a country I know that wanted their own Lebensraum. So it's sort of like saying, what else did he say that was really dumb? The Israelis stealing their own land from themselves. Well, again, you're coping really hard because nobody that founded the state of Israel or the earliest Zionist settlers thought that they were stealing their own land. You can't steal your own land. So again, you're toast. You're cooked. R.I.P. Bozo. You can't refute the historical record. I mean, you can obviously offer and speak words. Yeah, those are words. They're not rooted in reality or in facts. But he said something else. He said something else that was really, look, he's just genocidal. He's like, yeah, on the bright side, Auschwitz is getting a much needed renovation. Yeah, you're a Nazi. That's awesome, dude. Thank you. I love when Nazis self-report in the chat. That's really awesome. Let's see, what else did he say? Yeah, maybe next time the Palestinians will think twice before they go looking for trouble. Maybe next time the Jews will think twice before they go insulting Nazis. They shouldn't have. It's like telling slaves. Maybe the slaves will think twice before they go trying to fight back against their slave owners. I think what's really telling, what's really funny is that Israelis are learning a lesson. The Israelis are in free fall. Their economy is in shambles. Their leader is literally gone underground in hiding for fear of violence against him. Their own people are revolting in the streets. I mean, it's just hilarious. They're circling the drain. It's really hilarious watching Israel become a complete pariah state in the eyes of the world. That really is just a heartwarming story. What a brave state. What a legitimate and brave state. Their own leader can't even keep his own people safe in their poopy land. The Chodes and P-hole can't keep their own people safe in their promised land. Can you imagine that? It's like you guys are coping so hard as Israel is like dying in front of you, and you can't deal with it. So what do? You got to go to be a keyboard warrior online because you're stunted in your own ability to express yourself in real life, so you must be a parasocial nerd. No one will claim Israel. Yeah, I mean, even Israelis are trying to distance themselves from the word Zionism, which is pretty funny too. They're like, we're Zionists. Oh wait, no, Zionism's great, but we want to discontinue that word. Okay, Zionism is awesome, but also we're just gonna disassociate from that word from now on because it's just got a bad rap. I know, they're like our little charity cases. But look, you see, this is just what I want to show you guys. Okay, I could go on and on and on quoting Zionist leaders, Israeli leaders, prime ministers, defense ministers, foreign ministers, finance ministers, the whole bit. Okay, IDF generals, IDF Southern Command, IDF Northern Command, the founder of Zionism, and you can you can quote them all. You can present them with all the facts, right, the historical record, and they will still double down because they're double down clowns. And they have colonial brain rot. So there's just like no hope for them. They have no soul. They have no spine. They're basically saying, I'm a coward. And if the same social conditions were imposed on me the way that they are being imposed upon the Palestinians, I would just lay down and die because I'm a fucking coward. And I wouldn't fight for my own people, my own family, my own friends, my own culture, my own ability to exist. I would just lay down and die. Okay, well, thank you for telling us you're a spineless little worm. I mean, that's great. That's what you wanted to, that in 2024, that's what you choose to be.
Nixon ordered Cambodian genocide. Clinton sent cruise missiles to Sudan, people died. Gave the orders to do drone strikes.